Hello, Hilltop. Thanks for clicking to the next tile. So now I'm going to show you a quick way that you can make your own deck of cards. I've got my deck of cards laid out here, but I'm going to show you how to make your own with a few pieces of paper. Now, if you have different colored markers, that would be good. A black, a red, and then any other color. But even if you just have one pencil or one pen, this will all work great for you. So we're going to make our first set of the cards. I've got one white piece of paper. You could have lined piece of paper. That would be fine too. And now this folder, I'm going to use as my ruler. So this is going to help me make a straight line, because I'm going to make 12 little rectangles out of my one piece of paper. Here's how I do that. I'm going to cover about 1/3 of the paper with my folder. I'm going to take my marker. And I'm going to make a straight line going down. Oh, that was easy. I'm going to bring it a little bit further over. It's about 1/3 of the paper. Put my marker down. Straight line. Look at that. Not done though. Now I'm going to turn it sideways. Cover it about 1/4 of the way, because we're going to try to make 12 of those little rectangles. Line. Whoop. Looks pretty good. Try that again. Looks good. And let's do one more. Okay. See how now my piece of paper has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 little squares in it. Now, are they all the same size? Nope, but that's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to number those squares. Now, if you've ever seen a deck of cards, let me move the camera up a little. There are all kinds of different numbers, but one thing you'll never notice is the number 1. They don't have a number 1 for playing cards. So the number we start with is actually going to be a 2, and then a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was easy. Now there's a few more symbols that we need to add. A jack, a queen, and a king. Okay, so I laid those out so we can get, we're just going to write the letter. So J for jack, Q for queen, and a K for king. All right. And now when it comes to playing cards, let me get a few examples here. There's what's called different suits. So next to the number will be little symbols, and there's 4 different types of symbols. So we're going to talk about those right now. There's clubs, looks like a little clover. There's diamonds, see that diamond 4-sided shape. There's spades, ooh, kind of looks like an upside down heart with a little tail. And then there are the hearts. So there's numbers 2 all the way to king for each one of these suits. So now you're going to decide, what suit do I want to make this paper? Let's see. Maybe I'll go clubs for this one. So I'm going to put the club symbol in each one of these boxes now. Now I'm no Mrs. McKay, so I'll do my best to do artwork. So it looks like 3 black circles with a little tail. Circle, 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 tail, circle, 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 tail. So I'm going to make that spade, or club, my mistake, club logo in each one of our squares. Does it have to be perfect? Nope. Does it have to be in the same spot every time? Nope. This is just so you know what the suit or what type of card it is when you pull it. Okay, I'm almost done here. Good. Couple more. And now this isn't something you would just use one time for PE. You can save these cards, and then you can do more with these anytime. Okay. So now I made my 2 through king, all the clubs. And I had this other color here. The reason for that, so you're going to turn this way, and you might notice if you use a dark marker, oh no, Mr. Amici, I can see what that card is on the other side. That's the reason for your other marker. And what I want you to do, now this one doesn't have much ink left in it, but you would want to scribble all over the back of it so it kind of hides what the number is, just like it does for these real cards. So you would put like a backing on the whole thing. So we'd pretend that that was completely colored in, so that way you wouldn't know what it was. Then you would turn it around, and that's when you can start cutting. Now I'm going to pause the video so I can make the rest of these that are going to look exactly like that. So I make those lines to make 12 different squares on my paper. I put 2 through 10, and then Jack, Queen, King. So I'm going to get another piece of paper. I got my clubs done. I think I'm going to use the red marker this time. And now I'm going to start making my next suit. So about 1/3 of the paper, I go all the way down, across, all the way down. See that? I don't need this one underneath. I'm going to set it to the side. I can turn it this way. Now this one I need to make 4 lines. 3 lines, my mistake. So I want to space them out not as far. So there's 1. Looks pretty good. 2. And I'm going to do 1 more right here in the middle. Good. Now, did I have to use a folder to make a straight line? No, you could just use your hand. That's just to make them nice and clean. So now I start numbering again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Now I need to make this a different suit. We've already done the clubs. Remember our clubs? So how about we do hearts this time? So then, inside that square, I draw a heart. And now after I get finished putting a heart in each one, flip it over, scribble the back so that we can't see through. See, this one worked better. See how you can't see through to know which card is which when we're playing our game? Now you could make it a different design on the back if you wanted to. I just did that nice and quick. So now I am going to pause the video. I'm going to make all of the cards. So I need to do this for the suit of spades. Right? So I have to make mine for spades. And then I still need to make mine for diamonds as well. And on the next video, I'm going to show you how to make the key. The key to the activity. Okay, so please click to the next tile. Complete these cards. Maybe right before I pause, I'll show you how to cut these out. Now, I'm sure Mrs. McKay has taught you we want to cut right along the lines. Okay, we want to keep our supplies nice and organized, so I want to keep everything together. You shouldn't have any scrap pieces. Okay, so you want to cut anywhere you see a line. Now remember, I'm just cutting the clubs right now, but I still haven't made all of my cards yet. See how I've got them individual now? I'll flip them over. And I'll just start piling them up. All right, friends, click to the next tile, and we can move on. I'll show you how to make a game out of your new playing cards. We'll see you there. Go Hawks!